How's it going, guys? This is Venheim. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Welcome back. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, I'm recording this 2 minutes after the previous episode ended. I just want to continue, man. I just want to continue. I usually just play for like an hour or like a video and that's it. But now I have to continue. I want to get to know VENAT more. What's up, baby? Oh yes, I talked to you both already. So, are you guys ready? VENAT, you are so precious. I feel like I'm staring at Boba. Boba! A past not yet come to pass. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I return this stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to the task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, but in my last episode I said that I had groceries coming. Well, they are actually coming now. Out for delivery. Leonie will deliver your order shortly. You can chat if you need to coordinate. No, I just leave them outside. But I got frozen stuff and meats, so I need to go pick them up. Damn. But yeah, bro, I am still wondering what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen, man? Are we gonna tell them, like, what is VENAT's, or what that she becomes Hydaelyn? You needn't be nervous around VENAT. Those white robes mark her as one of fair and impartial reasoning. Aside from the emissary Elizabeth, such garb is worn only by those who have stepped down from public service to serve as advisors. Whatever you have to say, she will listen without judgment. That is not why I'm so troubled, bro. Yes, this would be far more comfortable than interrogating you on the side of the road. Motherfucker. Oh shit, wait, were you here all this time? Oh my god, I didn't see you. Dude, those fucking eyeballs, man. Those fucking eyeballs. Edu? Dude, those eyes, man. Holy shit. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Oh, here we go. Everything's gonna go to shit.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Me too.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Are we gonna do it, dude? A calamity called the final days has befallen the world. The world has been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star. Holy shit, which one do I pick? Holy shit, this is tough.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
I'm kind of putting myself in the shoes of Rhea, and holy shit. Emotions just start coming. Holy shit. Yeah, the mood changed immediately.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous.
Yes.
What of you, VENAT?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale.
Am I the only one that gets emotional in this fucking game?
Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did.
Oh my god, bro.
Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility.
Are we doing basically the same thing that the Crystal Exarch did?
Yet if that were my primary
Then Graha
objective,
did?
I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically.
Oh my god.
The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which she must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any, but we do have one immutable fact.
I am here.
If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
Because you wanted it to end.
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
That is why.
Wait!
That is why I didn't want to say anything.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Oh my god, this cutscene fucking broke me. Dynamis is key to all of this, and I'm damn sure it is. But I feel like Hermes and Medion are involved in this somehow. I don't know how Medion fits, but Hermes is Fandaniel, obviously. So he's the one that fucking... Do you think that Hermes is the one... Nah, that cannot be. So I was gonna say, do you think Hermes is the one that started the final days in the first place?
Hermes and his creation Meteon, you say? If Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. And suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
Thank you. I'm worried about Emmett.
Have faith. If Emmett Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Emmett Selk is definitely the best antagonist Final Fantasy has ever had. And I feel like he even dethrones Kefka for me. Right? Because Kifka is a fantastic villain, right? He's an antagonist, but he's a villain, right? That has no remorse for what he's doing. He destroyed the fucking world. He literally destroyed the world, right? But Emmett Silk, he tried to do that, but you get to know him so much that you don't want to fight him. Despite knowing that you need to fight him, you don't want to fight him at the end of Shadowbringers. And when you do, it fucking breaks you. Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by Chief Overseer Felpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. Okay. Damn, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel this hole in my stomach. I feel troubled because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like normally in RPGs you can predict like what's gonna happen, right? But in this game, it throws you off so fucking much that you can expect. The last thing you expect is the thing that they do, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't even know what to expect. Or rather, don't even expect anything at this point. See you, the woman standing in front of yonder building. Her name is Men. Oh, there she is. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis. And from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are, she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be. But I leave the choice of topic to you. Is Men? Hello. Questions for me. I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending. Begin asking questions. Yes, sir. Anything to be of service. Oh, here we go again. I failed that last one. What kind of person is Hermes? Well, I can only answer from my own experience, but I will describe him as a quiet man. Reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, doesn't prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. The man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail, and is the leading authority on concepts with the power of flight. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? Do you know of Meteon's abilities? It's no secret that she is a highly unusual familiar. Of late, the chief often makes his rounds with her, like a mother hen raising her chick. I understand that she is able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I have not had the occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you trust him? Nani? I beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for many years. Though I cannot say we are close, he has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties. If that is what you mean. Forgive us, we seem to have views your side, of course. Is there perhaps someone who... That would be Tumalos. He has a similar expertise with flying concepts, and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere on the east. To the east. Oh, and unless you take a particularly joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you. Think nothing of it. Okay. Come, Ria. I think we've taken enough of Ismen's time. Nani? Yeah, bro. I feel like this game is gonna fucking kill me. Our investigation is off to a fine start. Wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the residents observers. If you could track down a colleague, give me a mission. Okay, well, I didn't feel compelled to interject once or twice during the previous conversation. You seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your foot long along the stream. Okay, Timalos. Timalos-chan. Okay. Hey! Are you a master blue mage? Yes, I am Timalos. But please keep your voice down. You'll startle the birds. The following. Okay. Bing. So, what are they you wish to speak about? Is it true that you're an expert in flying creations? What do you think of a fellow enthusiast, are you? Well, settle in. We can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep and abiding love of avian artistry can be traced back to when I was but a young boy. Stricken by the transcendent beauty of a glorious golden feathered creature my father had designed. It was then and there that I vowed to one day surpass that masterpiece. Okay, I have a big question. Did they create the Micotes, the Auras, the Elizen, and the Lalas? Now that I'm very curious about. Because I think I've only seen humans here. Like here's. As a bright recounting of events as we doubtless to you were hoping for my opinion on Chief Hermes' creation. Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continue unabated. What sets of cheese is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view. Others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels. Even we who prize elegance of form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. My opinion on that matter will be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meteon as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteon's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if you came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. Do you know of Dynamis and Entelekis? Dynamis and Entelekis? Nani? Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibit properties of one or the other? Yes. It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence of an interest? No. Then why bring it up? Now I must really return to my observations. Okay. You know what? I remember saying that I didn't trust Heidelin at all, and that we were probably gonna be ending up fighting her. I really hope we don't. Ah, good timing. I finished my own investigation not long ago. So, have you any findings to share? Not really. My questions resulted in much of the same answers, and cannot provide no details beyond which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach the definite conclusion. Okay, Venat. Witness to the spectacle. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis, and the intellect which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I am inclined to say our current course and learn all we can about the chief overseer and his familiar. And on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteon, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? There are more like her. She has sisters. She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Honestly, Venat, I have no idea, girl. So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue. One we should keep in mind as we continue. Okay. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripera, not too far from here. Just follow the path to the west. Yes! Let's go! The tower and the one further along are both part of the facility where they archive all of Elpis's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short, and see that those two archivists have to share. If you can find someone to speak with over at the tower, I shall join you there anon. That tower? I can do that. I can do that. Yes, ma'am. Peripetia. You have a question for me? Certainly, just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Indeed, so if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was the you just speak to me about? The Chief Overseer's personal research project, and by that I assume you mean Meteon. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day's goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Meteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Okay. Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me. Oh? Galeen is my partner and a fellow researcher here in Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteon heavensward. A host of them. For several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story. I should like to hear that. Mr. VENAT, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Will you favor me with a retelling of this side which so that your Galeen? Oh my god. Of course. You can hear from her lips directly. At present, she should be observing a subject in there. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters and of the world's oceans. Dude, I cannot speak today at all. Recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress VENAT. Even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. 'Tis a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered from the wisdom you accumulated in your travels as Azam. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you resolved were based on techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature with as much enduring passion as you. I will be honored. Others? Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person? Yes, ma'am. Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful. Thank you. Thank you, dog. Oh! Pity. I have opened the pathway to the skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance upon the upper tier. Upon arriving to the upper tier, walk across the sky and you will find yourself at the edge of the mental. What the fuck is start rapping? Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you, I am sure. Okay, let's go. Speak with the petty archivist. Oof. I like this. Was that the island where that Meteon was staring at? Well, we can definitely not go there. Mr. VENAT, just passing through. Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there's always an observer or two out on the upper skyway. Thank you, bitch. Unhurried observer. Sup, dog? I was not told to expect your official welcome. Nah, don't worry. There's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen. If that may be arranged. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. Are we gonna have a chat?
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
Each word she says makes me appreciate her more and more.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
Some parts yes, others as beautiful as ever.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures?
Hyland is
Not the
basically like our
portentous
mother,
events
right?
which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveller. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
Fuck, dude. It's lovely watching them like this, right? Because we've only heard Hydaelyn or VENAT for so many expansions, and then we saw her at the start of this one.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart.
Just thinking of what happens, dude, it's the worst. And that it has to happen.
Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar, and among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done.
True.
A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without, immense yet intimate, fate perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace.
I want to hug her.
As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath.
Feel, hear, think.
I ventured forth on a journey that very day. So very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature. Silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people, beacons of light and life, Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose, my love.
That's why she became Heidelin.
And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true.
Oh, fuck.
Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
This fucking music doesn't help, bro.
Pray forgive my lateness.
Damn you, Galeen!
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
Why do you have my hairstyle?
No
Change
need to
it.
apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
Oh my god, bro, that was too much.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. It was in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate.
And she saw the Meteons.
And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather.
Oh, so it's like a race.
There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
I mean, they did tell me that, right?
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Oh? Are we gonna go talk to him?
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Thank you.
Please.
Damn, dude. It pains me talk to VENAT. I didn't think it was gonna be a thing, but it is a thing. It hurts. It hurts. Sit. Oh, well, fuck. It hurts. Because, like I said, we know what's coming. And we know it has to come. So another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details to his researchers to others of his research to others. which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the later the more likely possibility, proceeding under the assumption that our next step should be to divine why, or even if, he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. Oh, bro! That is definitely something, man. But you know what? I am going to end the video right here. It was on the shorter side. Shorter? Almost an hour. But I feel like shit is gonna really hit the fan, and I want to have it all in the next episode. So yeah. Oh, what happened here? Oh, it's crashed. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. This is a fucking roller coaster of emotions, man. I honestly don't know if I'm ready. I remember playing through 5.3, which everybody knows is like, it's the patch that's gonna fuck you up the most, right? I remember playing through the entirety of it, which was like 5 hours. I cried so much. I was exhausted at the end of my stream, because I was streaming. Yeah, that was rough. I'll leave a bubble right over there, right over there in the corner. I'll leave a bubble with the video if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on TikTok and on Twitter at Venheim. The Discord is on the description below. Join us. Have fun. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time with the next video of Final Fantasy XIV. Peace out.